Hey everybody. Okay, this is take number 2. Christine Bertram coming to you live from the Hive here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. And we're gonna hope that the feed works better this time so that we can continue as planned, right? So everything has to be perfectly aligned like the stars for stuff to work. And so this happened a lot faster. Okay, a couple people are already on here. Okay, so that's great. Hi, Jean. Everybody's back. Let's try this again. So it makes a girl sweat a little bit when technology doesn't work. So you guys, it's like, let's get this working. You guys are waiting in the wings for what to do with your cards. So I think that's really funny. I was mentioning everything has to align, including the internet feed on both of the devices. So when I did my swap card showcase a couple weeks ago, I figured out why it didn't work. But the other thing I think has to do is if both of these Apple products are not aligned, something goes haywire. So you guys were seeing all the freezing, I was seeing all the freezing, and we weren't gonna have a good mystery card night if that happened. So let's start over, live from the Hive in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We're gonna do a mystery card night. And I think I went through a lot of the stuff previously, but I deleted that video because I didn't want people accidentally going to that video. So some of you may hear this a couple times, and I said hi to a lot of you guys already. So hi to everybody again. Thank you so much for joining me tonight for February's Mystery Card Night. I wanted to say thank you so much for always sharing the videos and for commenting. I love the interaction. So you guys, some of you are new to me tonight. Make sure you comment and give me thumbs ups and likes as you're ready to move on too. So I would like to announce, though, I have a couple things that I mentioned in the last one. So some of you guys might hear this a couple times before and now. Hi, Pam. Kathy King. I wanted to announce that she is the newest member of the Be Happy Stampers. I'm so excited for you, Kathy. Kathy joined my team on Friday, and she got herself, this is where the problem started last time, so I'm almost afraid to do this, but we're going to test it out. So I'm going to flip down. Kathy got herself, oh my goodness, Kathy got herself the 5 packs of designer paper as part of her starter kit as a free gift. And one of my little gifts to Kathy for signing up on my team, it says, to love what we do and share what we love. As we help others enjoy creativity and worthwhile accomplishments, and this we make a difference. And this brown paper peels off, Kathy, and I have a magnet for you coming in the mail. So congratulations to Kathy King. And the other thing that I was talking about was the shopping spree board. So you guys get to say yay again. So that was board number 7 for the sale-a-bration. If you place a $50 order with me, for every $50, you get your name on the board. So Stacy Burns, you placed an order at 6 p.m. my time last night, or maybe it was mountain time, I don't know. But you were the last person and you got number 25. So now that all the squares are full, I have all the numbers here. So for you guys, what we're going to do for those that want to stick around after mystery card is put together, I will do a drawing and I will draw the winner of a $25 gift certificate. So we're going to start board number 8. What are the odds that we will fill up board number 8 this week? That is the question. So yes, hi Christy Warren. Yes, board number 7. So Naughty Nancy's goal for me was 8. We were thinking 10, but we decided on 8 back on January 4th. So we're gonna do it. I mean, at least we're starting board number 8, so that's awesome. Okay, it looks like we have 129, 130 people here. When I cut it off last time, we were at 133, so almost everybody made it back. So exciting. So let me flip down again, and hopefully this works. Okay, so after the class 2, you guys, so Anna Hedrick brought these 3 things to me on Saturday. And she said, do you think somebody would like these? Like, do you think you want to give these away as a prize? And I'm like, yes, you guys love prizes, right? So this Thoughtful Blooms was a sale-a-bration item from last sale-a-bration with this punch. And this is going to go to a lucky winner You guys remember I mentioned about Share It Sunday last week? We had 30 people that shared. And so somebody from Share It Sunday last week, not yesterday, but last week, will win this. And then she also she got a punch party, and she thought that she would be happy with somebody else having it, that they would put it to good use. So we will be giving away the punch party to one lucky winner later. So we'll set those there. I also wanted to share with you, as people are still logging in and getting situated, I got a beautiful card here from Karen Wetstein. So Karen, thank you so much. I got what was inside of here too. This is such a beautiful card. I love the layout. If you guys are looking for a nice, simple layout, this is a cool one with putting a little designer paper on both sides with a ribbon and a nice label. And she did a matching envelope. I love it. And this one came from Elaine. And she won the punch party stamp set, so she sent me a thank you card. I always like to show you guys the thank you cards just to get more ideas. Hi, Debbie from Ohio. Oh, I love that you love learning new things. Hi, Shar. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Shannon. Patty's back. Yay. Jean, thanks for sharing. This one came from Mary Lou Moss. I think you're watching, Mary Lou. You guys watch this. She has a belly band on here. So you slide the belly band off, and this is a fun fold. So this opens like that, and there's a little spot. So she wrote thank you, and she won from Mystery Night. She won a stamp set from the last Mystery Night. So I hope lovingly made by Mary Lou Moss. So Mary Lou, I got your card. Thank you so much. So I always like to share with you guys what I've got coming in the mail, so that you know what's coming in, and then you get more ideas. It's always fun to see more things. Love decorating the envelopes, right? And oh my gosh. So you guys are gonna get a little treat. For those people that are signed up for Sale-a-Bration Hoorah Rah, which is my online class on Friday night, I threw in a piece of paper that is big enough to cover one of your envelopes for one of your cards. Yay. So if you're wondering what that piece of paper is, that's what that's all about. So, okay. The other thing too is, now I've got like a bunch of people. So give me thumbs up if you've done mystery card night before. You know, we should do it differently. Give me a heart if you've done mystery card night with me before, and give me a thumbs up if you haven't and this is your first time. So Mary Lou Moss gave me some heart eyes. I love it. So I'm curious to see where we're at. I know we usually get about 150 people that are watching tonight, and I like to go into detail, especially if there's a lot of new watchers or new viewers, how the mystery night works. Ooh, lots of new people. Okay, so I know that our number one goal is to get working on this card, but I have some things to tell you guys, because this might be your first time. There's a lot of hearts and there's a lot of thumbs coming through. Yay, okay. So some of you who have heard this already, this is my normal spiel for a mystery night. And because I need to tell this, especially to those people that are new, that they might not know what's going to happen or what's going on. And I hate for things to be overwhelming or stressful for people. So, okay, if this is your first time for mystery card night, or even if it's been a couple times, I always want to remind people to never to stress out. Card making should be fun and relaxing and enjoyable. And if it's starting to overwhelm you, or if I'm moving too fast, you guys, if you've watched me a time or two, you know I'm a pretty fast-paced person. I move a mile a minute, and I don't let the grass grow beneath my feet, my mom says. And so I never want anybody to feel rushed, but I also need to keep the program going. So just know, as a gentle reminder, that if you don't keep up, or if you can't get done with a clue and you start to fall behind, do not let it stress you or overwhelm you. Just know that you can always watch along and catch the replay, or you could take notes. The replay is always going to be available in the video section, okay? Oh, it's Doreen's first time. Cool. So the number one goal for everybody tonight is to have fun, okay? F-U-N, and if Mary Gunn is watching, it's F-U-N-N, because we like to have fun. Card making is fun. It's therapeutic. It's cheaper than seeing a counselor. Like when you're amongst friends, you guys, I encourage you to talk back and forth and encourage each other and say great. And I love it when you guys do that. We love to build each other up. So just know that that's it. Have fun tonight. Don't stress. Don't be overwhelmed. The others, there's a couple other things too, and we've been really good. So Kelly Lamb, who is my marketing manager and my amazing, fabulous cousin, she helps me. She has a lot to do with my social media. We work everything together. And so you might see her doing my Tip Tuesdays or my we're doing them together, Technique Thursdays. But she is on here and she's helping behind the scenes. So if you guys have questions, you can write in the comments what your questions are, and Kelly will help me if I don't see it. I try to watch and read and respond at the same time, but Kelly might be typing really fast. Hi, Kelly. There she says. Hi, friends. So Kelly's here. She's also taking care of watching for those stupid spammers. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. It never fails. They're jibber jabber. You can't read what they're writing, and never click on any of that stuff. It's clickbait, okay? I don't know why, but only on mystery nights and game nights does that stuff ever come up. So just know that this is a free class. You shouldn't have to pay for any of my Facebook Live classes. The only way you pay for things if you want kits from me, okay? So with that being said, if you see anything that comes up in the comments that looks weird and it's like a foreign person that is from outer space, do not reply to it and don't click on it. They want your money and they want to spam your account. I can't stop them. I don't know how they get in here, but so just know that. He'd award a caution, okay? So, all right. The other thing too is if you're, I gotta get my magnifying glass out. My mom always asks me, is it in good hands? I'm like, yes, Mom, I'm taking good care of it. The other thing too is if you're watching this now, live with me, ask questions, ask a lot of questions, but just know if you catch this replay at a later day or time, I don't go back and watch my videos very much. I'm on to the next video or the next big thing. And if you do have a pending urgent question, when I flip my screen down, you'll see my email address. You'll see my phone number. You guys can text me, call me, and I think everybody can attest to this with some thumbs up or hearts, that I'm generally always available unless it's a date night and Tyler starts giving me the look and I need to put my phone away. So if you have questions about stuff, you can ask them in the post, but just know that I might not see them. So if it's something you really need help with, if it's during the replay, email me or text me, okay? All right, so, okay, the other thing too is we've gotten really good at the orientation of our designer paper. In the beginning, we didn't put horizontal versus vertical, and some people had to alter their cards. You guys, I can't see your cards. I can't see what you're creating. My number one goal for you is to make a card tonight. And just know that I'm giving you measurements and pieces and guidelines for putting a card together, but there is no wrong or right way to do this card. It is going to be your ultimate beautiful creation, and I just want you to be happy with it. So if you need to change the orientation because your stamp is a different orientation and the card ends up being vertical and we meant for it to be horizontal, it's okay. It is really okay. I promise you it will be okay. And especially to the person getting the card, if you give it away, hopefully you give it to somebody and brighten their day, they won't know the difference. So, okay. As we go through this, I'll talk about some more things as well. I'm going to talk about like some upcoming classes I have. I'll build that in there, and also talk about like ordering and when you guys can start posting your cards. But I think for now, we're going to go ahead. We've got the majority of the people here, and we're going to get started. So, you guys, are you good? I think that I went over the main things. Just have fun tonight. Like, this is what I love to do, is to help inspire and help you create something that you're proud of. So, all right, give me some thumbs ups, give me some hearts. I'm so happy that the technology is cooperating right now. Oh my goodness, you guys, that was stressing me a little bit out. So, okay, I have lots of thumbs up. So, on that note, you guys ready? We're ready for clue number 1. If you don't know the story, this is my great-grandmother's magnifying glass that my mom is lending to me that she probably thinks she'll never get back, which is probably true, but she knows where it is in case she ever needs it. So, all right, guys. Thanks for sharing, Deb. I appreciate it. Okay, Patty's ready. Cindy's ready. Woohoo! Okay, guys and girls, here's your clue number 1. Houston, we had a slight little hiccup in our clue number 1, and Kelly caught it last night. we were missing a piece of paper. We were missing the inside, and some of you figured it out. So I'm very happy that some of you figured it out. So what I want to do is just go over clue number 1 with you, just to make sure you guys are all set and you have exactly what you need. So this is where I was pointing at earlier, my email address and my phone number. If you need to place any orders, that's the current host code. Okay. So let's just go over our pieces of paper. Yep, Kelly and I got this fixed this morning, so hopefully you figured it out that we needed an inside mat. But to get started, okay, so what I did is I cut my paper as well, just as copy paper, just so it's not confusing you to you guys. What I want to do is go over stuff. So you should have a piece of cardstock. I'm going to not go in order here. I'm going to start with coordinating cardstock, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. Okay, so should be 5 1/4. Oh, sorry. Haha, you're right. That's my bad. You're very right. So good job. Thank you for catching that, everybody. You guys are so good. Okay, see, we're only human. All right, so back to the coordinating cardstock. You guys should have your card base, 8.5 by 5.5. You should have your inside mat right here, which we fixed. See, I have it right there, 5 1/4 by 4, white or vanilla. Honestly, it's whatever like are the tones of your card. We also have 2 pieces of white or vanilla here. So you should have a 2.5 by 3.5 and a 2 by 3. So those pieces are there. Then in our clues, we put light coordinating cardstock, but I added white here today after the fact. So if you're working on your card and you don't like this piece being a light cardstock, you can change it to be white or vanilla. And it's a 1 by 3 or 1 1/4 by 3. It's really what you want for your sentiment. It could be 1 to 1 1/4. You're gonna cut it to be the size that you want it to be. Okay, so you should have something like that. And then you have a coordinating pattern paper. And I made it purple, my favorite color. This is 2 inches by 5.5, and that is right here. You guys, on our clues here, we started to get smart and put V for vertical, H for horizontal. So by this being 2 vertical and 5.5 horizontal, meaning it's most likely gonna be a horizontal card. So you guys have all your pieces ready. Do you have your stamps? You need a focal image that can't be bigger than this piece right here. And you need to have a sentiment that is not bigger than our piece right here, 1 1/4 by 3. If you guys are GTG, good to go, you gotta have your coordinating inks, markers, any ribbon or thread, embellishments, your adhesive, scissors. If you guys are good to go, give me some likes, thumbs ups, give me some hearts, give me some love. We'll get the party started even more. Okay. I saw one. All right. On that note, I think that you guys are ready to go to, oh yeah, here they come. Here they come. Here we go. Let's do this. We're going to move on to clue number 2. Clue number 2 always is the same clue, guys. And it's the easiest clue. I think getting all your pieces is probably the hardest because you don't know what colors you're gonna put. Latokia, the measurements didn't change except for we added an inside mat here. So, all right, so you guys, here's clue number 2. Sorry, I covered it right up after I showed it to you. Easy clue. You're gonna take your 8.5 by 5.5 cardstock and you're gonna fold it on the score line at 4 1/4, and this will become your card base. Here's your hint. Keep it horizontal. So your card base is going to be this is going to be a card that's horizontal. So when we say vertical, we mean vertical like this. And when we say horizontal, we mean like that. So as you guys are rocking and rolling, give me some thumbs ups. Or you can either click this little button like this. Watch this. You guys will see this come through. Look at that. You could do that. Or you could do that. So, yeah. I was like, I'm ready to keep going, guys. So, now that you have your card base all folded in half, we're going to go to clue number 3. Oh yeah, there's some thumbs ups. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to get into the thick of it right away. We're going to stamp. Tyler would say, we're going to stamp. Okay, you're going to stamp your focal image on your either white, W means white, V means vanilla. It's 2 inches horizontal. Don't confuse that with high, okay? H equals horizontal, and V means vertical. Vertical. So you have your 2 by 3. So you guys, your image for your focal piece here should not be bigger than this. So hopefully you had time to find a stamp. Now, this is also going to be colored if you want it. If you don't like the way that you stamp it, hi Dolores, who's new from North Dakota. Thanks for joining us tonight. So if you don't like the way you stamp it, remember there's 2 sides to every paper. Flip it over. You can use whatever color ink you want. If you have a card that is a blue card and black and maybe gray, any of those colors, like honestly, if you want to stamp it black and if it has a lot of coloring, this is where you're going to have to take some time and you're going to stamp your image on here. Hi, Gwen. You're going to stamp your image on here and color it. Now, here's another thing too. I know that some of you are more avid stampers and crafters. If you are feeling inclined to, hi Colleen, you could, on a separate piece of paper, stamp and color and die cut an image. Either way, your focal image needs to be on this piece of paper right here. Hi Shauna from Eastern Oregon. Thanks for joining us tonight. So here's where I'm gonna need a little bit of guidance from you guys. I don't wanna rush you and I don't want to take too long either. So as you guys are finished stamping and coloring, give me like the thumbs up, give me write in the comments that you're done, that you're ready. I'm gonna try to watch for the bulk of everybody to be done. Now, if you picked yourself a really detailed, crazy stamp that has lots of minute stamping in it, you might take a little bit longer. Just know that if you don't finish this, you can always come back and finish the coloring at any point. So you want to make sure that, you know what's great for this is if you have something with like 2-step stamping where you can stamp the outline and then fill it in with the solid images so you don't even have to color very much. So, it's 2 inches horizontal and 3 inches vertical. So you want your stamped image to be vertical like this. You don't want it like this. It will work like this, but our whole thought process for designing our card was to have it be vertical, 3 inches vertical, 2 inches horizontal. And I know that maybe on this first clue, we didn't put that horizontal and vertical, but right now that's where I'm saying the 2 inches is horizontal and the 3 inches is vertical. Okay, so Jen looks like she's done. Hopefully that helped you, Latokia. Hi, Sheila. Sheila's done as well. Okay, Susan's done. I'm getting a couple thumbs up. So I'm just going to give it a little bit more. Okay, good evening. Weather is great in Houston. Hi, Brenda Lovelace. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear that you have it better weather in Houston. That's great. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I cannot wait to see all of the cards that you guys create. This is such fun. So somebody posted earlier on Mystery Night that this is their favorite Mystery Night. Well, I have to say that I feel like when technology works, Mystery Night is my favorite night too, because I am not creating. I'm telling you guys how to create. I love it. I love it. I love it. So Kathy King is done. Karen's done. Okay, Jamie's done. Mary Ann is done. Wonderful. Okay, Pamela's done. All right, so I think what we're going to do is if you guys are not done with the coloring of your image, it's okay. It's not really going to be a problem for you to come back and color it at the end, or it's going to be okay because nothing really is going to cover up much of it. And you can always just wait to put the whole card together at the end. Deb's done. Wendy's good. Yes, prayers for everybody in Texas. Oh, the whole house, like we're used to that up here with pipes like freezing. We try to make sure our houses don't go below 55 degrees, but it is not fun when the pipes burst. So Shauna is asking, where am I from? Shauna, I am from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. It is between Madison, Milwaukee, and Green Bay. I'm about 2.5 to 3 hours north of Chicago. So you can probably tell I have an upper accent. Like I have that O. So I try not to drag it out too much. So, all right, guys, with that being said, let's move on to clue number 4. Okay, flip that, flip this. Okay, we're making some more magic here, guys. So this is an optional thing. Not everybody likes to do sponging, but we do. We love to add color to things. So I would recommend sponging this if you can say Sheboygan. Sheboygan. Is that what you're trying to say, Chris? Sheboygan. Sheboygan. I think so. So sponging, guys. All right. There's a couple different things you can use for sponging. There are sponges, and when Stampin' Up! Sells them, they come in a circle, and I cut mine into pieces. And that was another thing, you guys. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I sell Stampin' Up! Stuff. I love Stampin' Up! I've been using it for 20 years. But I get the question a lot, what if I don't have Stampin' Up! Stuff? Can I still participate in Mystery Night? Yes, you can. I want you to use what you have in your Stampin' arsenal. Don't buy more stuff. Use what you have, right? What color are Lamb's hooves? They are like a blackish dark gray. And it's so funny. Kelly is going to ask you. She loves lambs. Her last name is Lamb. So I'm sure Kelly's going to pipe in here in a second. You're 70 miles west of Chicago, Illinois. Oh, Jamie, you're not so far away. Okay, so sponging, back on track here, guys. We're gonna sponge, and I'm actually gonna sponge along with you, just to show you what it's all about. So we have our 2x3 piece, and I'm just using purple because it's my favorite color, and I'm naturally drawn to purple, and I love to look at the color. So I'm gonna sponge. This is how I sponge. It adds a little bit of depth to the edge of your paper. So there's sponges, there's sponge daubers, and there's also blending brushes now that you can use. And you have to be very careful. I'm telling you this now because your sponges do get old. As your sponges get old, they get, what's the word for it? They flake. They flake. Look at this. You have to be very careful. You can see right here, all these little bits, they're from my sponge. So when you're sponging, be careful. My number one tip for you when you're sponging is do not sponge over your pieces that you're wanting to put together on your card. This was bad. Don't put that here. That was just to point out, don't do that. I don't mind getting ink and stuff all over these. But as your sponge, this sponge is probably 15 years old if I have to guess. I don't buy sponges very often. But just know that they get old and they will need to get replaced. And if you're sponging with old sponges, they will leave little bits of sponge debris all over your work surface. So if you're gonna use an old sponge to sponge, degrade, thank you, yes. They will start to degrade, Brenda, that is the perfect word for it. Shannon and Jamie both love purple too. We're in the purple group. Are we supposed to stamp on the 2x3 or the larger one? It was the 2x3, Pamela. This is the one that you're stamping on, the 2x3. This is where you have your stamped image colored in. So I'm just sponging. So just a tip for you guys is to, hi Diane, I hope you're doing good after your surgery, dear. So just sponge the edges, and sponging is a personal preference. If you don't like the look of sponging, here, let's show you what it looks like against white. So it really adds definition to the edge of a piece of paper, and it brightens it. It just adds fun. I just made a card. What did I do? I did. Oh, you guys want to see a card I just made? I have to go grab it really quick. It's right here, actually. Hang on. So this is a card that I made for a hydrangea class that I have coming up in, it's actually April. And I don't know if you can see it, but I have a white piece of paper here and here, and I sponged the edges with Misty Moonlight in the background just to make the white paper softer. So there's an example. I just sponged last night on that card. Okay, so once you guys are done sponging, isn't that fun? Yes. So I don't know if you guys saw it, but the next step here on clue number 4, it's a 2-part clue. Adhere the whiter vanilla sponged 2x3 to the white vanilla 2.5 by 3.5. So this is where your other piece comes in here. Thank you, Kay. So that hydrangea card is going to be a class card for my hydrangea class that I have coming up in April. So you guys, what you're going to be doing is adhering these two pieces of paper together. Now, everybody's got their own preference. Thanks, Karen. Everybody's got their own preference for adhering things. There's tape runners, there's tear and tape, there's liquid glue that you can use, there's mini glue dots, there's just, the sky's the limit, it seems like. You could always flip it over. Yep, good call, Kelly. So you guys, however you want to adhere your stuff, you can. I would recommend not using dimensionals in this case, just because the bottom piece will eventually get dimensionalized. But hey, if you love to pop and you can't stop, you could dimensionalize this too. So you just want these two pieces to be adhered together. So you stamped on the wrong one. Oh yeah, that's what you're saying, Kelly, to Pamela. Yeah, definitely just flip. You can, yeah, just restamp on your 2x3 and then flip that over and no one will ever know the difference. So, all right guys, give me some thumbs ups. Give me some love if you're ready to move on. Julie's ready. Okay, cool. Julie's ready. So right now we've got our card base folded and we have these two pieces adhered together. Okay, so hopefully you guys are good with that. And I saw Julie's the only one that really gave me a little, oh, there's another one that's came in. Oh, I got a heart. Okay, I got some love coming. All right, it looks like you guys are ready for clue number 5. Here we go. Oh, there's the hearts and the love. Okay, clue number 5. We're gonna keep our stamping going here, guys. So you're gonna stamp a sentiment. So you have this piece of paper. It's like 1 1/4 by 3. It could be 1 by 3. It could be, it's just for your sentiment. So just know it's going horizontal and you can do different things with this. I have down here that you can trim to the size and banner the end if you want. You can even sponge the edges if you're sponge the edges, it's optional. So here's what we're going on. And I try not to do any stamping, but I try to direct you. So let's say you have a teeny tiny little stamp that's only yay big and it like makes this white piece of paper or your colored cardstock really big. This is where you can trim this down to size. Just to like give you a little hint, it's eventually gonna be over on the side here like this. So this exact piece of paper, it could be colored cardstock that's really light. The reason why we wrote light colored cardstock is you wanna be able to see the sentiment. So you wanna use a little bit darker ink. Now, I do want to tell you, if you don't like that it's a light colored cardstock and you want to use white or vanilla, whatever your matching is, you could do that too. And that's where the sponging the edges comes in. So like, let's say this is, let's say you want to use it as white and you have maybe another course. So pretend I have another ink color here and you have purple and green and white in your card. Maybe you could sponge the edges of this in green. So the sky is the limit with this piece of paper, guys. And I don't want you to stress about it. But the other thing that I mentioned down here is you can banner the right end. If you've never made a banner, a really easy way to make a banner is to cut right down the middle. And then as far in as you went, you, oops, I just went way too far. Oops. So you cut down the middle and then you go from each corner in till you meet in the middle. And that makes a banner too. Now they make banner punches for that. So I would highly encourage using the banner punch if you have one. But I did that first because then if you wanted to keep sponging, you would sponge your little banner ends here. So now I don't know what size of a sentiment you guys have. It's really, everybody's is gonna be different, and just remember, there is no wrong way for this. It's completely gonna be perfect. I know that it's gonna be perfect on your card, however you make it work. So you got this with your focal image, and you're gonna have your sentiment on this banner, or you could have left it. If you're not a banner person, you don't have to banner it. Oh, Diane, I'm so happy that you're doing great. That's awesome. So what we've got here is a stamped sentiment on here. Optional if you want to sponge it. Optional if you want to banner punch it. you guys remember these are your cards. I want you to do things that you like to do. And I just am putting things out there for you to take into consideration. So, all right, that was clue number 5. How are you guys doing? Give me some feedback. Let me know if you're good with your sentiment or if you need a little time. While you guys are letting me know, I want to show you what I have coming up on Friday. So if you're having fun and you like stamping, and you like my crazy stamping shenanigans here, this is what I'm going to be doing Friday night at 5 p.m. Central. We're going to be putting together these 4 cards. Sue is fudging it all over here. That's okay. That's where I find them, right? Yep, the measurements are on the events calendar. So these are the 4 cards we're gonna make. Okay, I'm seeing lots of thumbs up now. So these are the 4 cards, you guys. I don't generally go live on Fridays. Friday nights are usually not a stamping night, but I threw this sale-a-bration hoorah class on the books for Friday at 5 p.m. Central. So if you're looking for something to do Friday and you wanna make some cards, I do actually have 2 sets of kits left over. So if anybody didn't register for that class and they want to, I still have kits available. Okay, thanks Denise. I'm glad that you think they're pretty. I love them too. What was the measurement on that little piece? It looks much thinner and longer than mine. So on the measurements, we wrote 1 1/4 by 3. But we also just said that we can trim it to size. So my piece exactly, if I flip this down, I trimmed mine to be 1 inch here, and it's 3, but I just bannered the end. So I promise you, it was 3, and then I cut mine to 1. So I did start at 1 1/4, so 1 1/4 by 3, but trim it to the size and banner the end if you want to. So this little piece is kind of in your hands. It might be different depending on what your sentiment is. If you have a teeny tiny little itty bitty sentiment, you might want to trim it a little bit thinner yet. So, okay. So, Shannon, what we updated on the calendar was that we needed to add the 5 1/4 here. I'm not sure if I put 5 1/2. I very well could have put 5 1/2, but okay. I think you guys are ready. Let's flipper stillskin. Okay. We're going to move on to clue number 6, numero 6. Okay. All right. We're going to get glue happy. Now, I don't want you worried, Stacy. I hope you're good now. Okay. We're going to get glue happy, guys. You're going to adhere the pattern paper 2 inches horizontal. Oh, I wrote that backwards. Kelly, I think we wrote this backwards. 5 1/2 vertical, 2 horizontal. Wait. Hang on, guys. One moment, please. What did we do? 2 inches vertical. Oh, we wrote our instructions wrong. Okay. Our measurements were right. I think I wrote these wrong. Hang on, guys. See, we never get everything exactly perfect. It just doesn't work that way. So we have it right here though. So if you go back to clue number 1, you guys should have 2 inches vertical by 5 1/2 horizontal. That is accurate. Our little PDF here is not. So 2 inches horizontal, 5 1/2 vertical. And you're gonna center it top to bottom. 2 inches high, nope, not high. That's why I made this mistake. H, you guys, vertical for V, H is horizontal. I told Kelly that is so confusing. Everybody's gonna think that H means high, but it doesn't. It means horizontal. Okay, 2 inches vertical by 5 1/2 horizontal. And you're gonna center this top to bottom on your card, because remember your card is a horizontal card. So this is exactly what you're gonna do. This is your designer paper, and you have it going 2 inches high, but which is vertical. Okay, so don't be confused about the H and the V, guys. Sorry. Hi, Bonnie Lesperance. So 2 inches high or vertical, 5 1/2 horizontal. Okay, so you guys, all we're gonna do with clue number 6 is you're adhering your pattern paper onto your card base just like this. And I would use liquid glue or a tape runner if you have one. I definitely wouldn't dimensionalize this layer right here because it's a base layer. It's right on your card base. So when you guys have that done, please let me know. Give me the thumbs up and we'll move on to clue number 6. There we go. 2 inches tall. Yep, that's the other way we could say it. High and wide. Oh, Kelly. Kelly, if you're watching, Yolanda just said we could do high and wide versus horizontal and vertical. That it might be less confusing for people. I like that. Very good idea. Very, very good idea. So we're making a note here. High and then W for wide. I think that will be less confusing for people. Okay, looks like we're getting lots of people done. Does Stampin' Up! Use vertical and horizontal instead of high and wide? No, I don't know where we were getting horizontal and vertical from. Which is what? Horizontal and vertical. Think of horizon when you're working with yeah. But I think that we might be better with the W because then we don't. I don't know. I think we'll try horizontal and wide. It's centered, Cindy, top to bottom. So centered top to bottom for this pattern paper right here. Okay, so you guys have that glued and we have these two glued together. So this is what we've got going on. So perfect. Thanks for helping answer that, Danny. Okay, we are going to move on to clue number 7. Boom. Shalaka-laka. All right. Now, this is where it's another optional thing, you guys. I try to teach you to do things that might not be like inside your scope of doing things. And so we're going to use ribbon or twine. And if you're not a ribbon or twine or a thread person, it's okay. Well, you don't have to use it. But if you want to add some ribbon or twine to yours, what I would recommend is you're going to wrap the ribbon, twine, thread around this mat right here. So we're working on these two pieces are glued together, and I have on here tie it in a knot or make a bow. And I'm going to tell you a couple things. So we haven't, just so you guys can have an idea of what the ribbon and thread might do. This is eventually what's going to happen. I kind of pointed out that this might be over here. And when it comes to the ribbon or the thread, then depending on your focal image, guys, this is going to depend what you have. I really don't know what you guys have. So if, for instance, you have a flower and there's a stem coming down and you have a flower up here and there's a stem, then I would wrap my ribbon around more the bottom and just know that like this is going to be something like that. And you might knot it like right here or anywhere in here. And by knotting it, I mean here. Let me show you what I mean. I have on my mini glue dots a little ribbon. So what I mean by knot it is you can wrap this around 2 times or 3 times. But what I mean by knotting it is just wrap it around and tie it once, and then it's always good when you have a buddy to help you with this. Then you just tie yourself another, I'm going to do it really loosely. You tie yourself a knot. So then you leave the ends hanging and you can trim them. Now, if you're a bow person, somebody who likes bows, you have 2 options for your bows. You could tie it around like that, put it in a knot, and have enough thread to make a bow. I hate doing that. I'm not good with that. It doesn't go, no good for me. I cheat. So what I would do is wrap this around and like cut my ends off and have it like this. And then I would personally grab my bow maker and make myself a bow. I'm not going to tie it tight, but I'd make myself a bow, and now I've got the ribbon wrapped around, and then I'd put the bow on with a glue dot wherever it looks best. So I hope that that's not confusing. I don't like, so if you guys were wondering what's going on, if you have a roll of mini glue dots and you don't want this piece unraveling all the time, the trick that you do is you tie ribbon around it like that. Come on, little guy. And then you tie a little bow, and then now your ribbon is going to hold that, and as you need your glue dots, you just pull this back. So that's where that ribbon came from. So, okay. So Shannon, you don't like bows. You don't have to put bows on. That's why it's awesome you could just knot it. So, and that's what we did with our sample for our card for what we're going to show you guys. We have it wrapped around and we tied a knot. We did not put a bow on this card. We wrapped our ribbon around twice around this layer and we put a little knot right about, so this is going to come something like that. And the knot ends up being right over here on ours. So Kelly said that her bows are always upside down. That happens. So here's the thing. When you guys are always having your bows upside down, then tie your bow upside down. So I don't know if that made sense, but that always happened for me too. So I would tie it with my bunny ears on the top is what I intended, and then it would always be upside down. Reverse it. Tie it upside down with your bunny ears on the bottom, and then hopefully it should be on the top for you. So, oh, Shannon, you like bows, but you're not good at them. So, Shannon, do you have a bow maker like this? I have these. My friend's husband makes them. They're $5 plus shipping. So, you love the bow maker, Susan. That's good. Yes. So, Shannon, if you need a bow maker, you better let me know. How many of you have gotten bow makers from me in the last 6 months? That is the $1 million question. I bet at least 30 people have gotten bows from me. Bow makers. Oh, a lot of people have gotten bows from me as well. Okay. You guys, I don't know where you're at. I've been jibber-jabbing here. Oh, as I'm trying my shoes. Hi, you're funny. Turn them upside down and the bow will work. I love tying bows. Yeah, I don't mind making bows. Oh, you guys are good. Okay, I see lots of thumbs ups. Okay, so we have these two things glued together. We have these two things glued together with some ribbon. Now, the other thing too you could have done is made a little rat's nest of hair behind and like had it coming out the back, but that's too messy for me. Okay, on that note, we're gonna go on to clue number 8. Woohoo! You guys, we're getting to the end of our card. Okay, clue number 8. All right, this is where now that you have your ribbon wrapped around, you are gonna adhere your focal image mat. Like this is the mat. The whole thing is glued together with ribbon tied around to the left side of your card. And I think you guys probably knew I was hinting at that by how I was laying this. So you're just gonna put somewhere on the left side. Don't go all the way to the side. I would say about, let's get the ruler if you guys wanna know, about 3/4, so dominoes all the time. You guys have about 3/4 of an inch. That's what I like. Now, it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. It's really what is aesthetically pleasing to your eye. So I've got mine right about there. Now this is where if you want to use dimensionals, I think it would be really cool if you dimensionalize that. Hi Susan Reed. So you could definitely dimensionalize that. Okay, part of clue number 8 is as you're putting that down on your card base, you're going to adhere the sentiment piece so it's partially overlapping the focal image mat on the right side of the card. So it's partially overlapping the focal image and it's more on the right side of the card. So something like that maybe. I guess it's going to depend on how big your piece is, but I think you guys are kind of seeing the layout of the card now that you have it put together. And you can see how when you have white on white, having that sponged really is going to offset that little mat here with your focal image on it. And also too, depending on if you use light colored cardstock or white, the white is going to look really good if you sponge the edges. If you have a light colored cardstock that complements, you might not have needed to sponge the edges. Okay, so it just depends what you ended up with. But you guys, this is kind of a little bit of what you should have looking like for your card. I'm really hoping that this is kind of what everybody has so far. So, because we are nearing the end, I think that we only have 2 clues left. So, you guys, as you are getting this done, let me know, and I'm going to show you a couple more cards that are coming up for future classes. This is the Ice Cream Corner card class. This is going to be live March 4th, so not this Thursday, but next Thursday. I do have kits available for this one as well, and this one's a shaker card. The sprinkles in here shake, and then there's a popsicle, and if This one's awesome because depending on, this is the reverse of the designer paper. So if you like the polka dots or if you like the splotchiness. And then I have this one, and this is actually a fun fold. That is a Z fold, and it opens like that. So if you guys are looking for something to do next week, Thursday, the 11th, that is the ice cream class that we're gonna be making live. Okay, I got lots of thumbs ups. It looks like you guys are ready to rock and roll. Okay, we're gonna move on to clue number 9. Thought you were coming on at 8. Darn. Oh, sorry, Susan. Yeah, not 8. It's 6 Central, so I'm not sure where you're located. But you can always catch the replay. As soon as we're done, the video will be available as a replay. So, you guys, we have one piece of paper left. Our sole little lonely guy that we almost forgot about. So, we have here, I did it backwards again. Vertical, no, I did it backwards again. So this was my mind being backwards. I was multitasking when I did this. So I think you guys know that the card is horizontal. So it's 4 inches vertical and 5 1/4 horizontal. So me being backwards, sometimes that happens. So you have your inside mat. Stamp a sentiment and any corresponding imagery. So I like to coordinate colors of ink. So if you stamped in a purple or a black or a blue on the outside, I like to do that on the inside. And the other thing is we talk about corresponding imagery. So in a stamp set, let's see if I can pull one really quick. This is absolutely my favorite stamp set in the sale-a-bration, which is right now, Berry Blessings. And so like, let's say I have blue and green going on, I would stamp the sentiment in the potentially blue. And my imagery, I'd add a leaf to the bottom corner. I always like to decorate the bottom corner. So like, for example, this was a card we made last week, Thursday, and we have some straw bales down in the bottom corner. And on this one we made was a fun fold from a couple weeks ago. I put the flowers down in the bottom here. So I always like to decorate the inside corner. Oh, Ellen, you can catch the replay. Yes, I hope you do. Okay, so you guys, then again, remember that there's 2 sides to every paper. Definitely flip it over and you can always restamp that side of the paper and put that in there. Yeah, Kathy, I love the berries. So this is the stamp set with a pack of designer paper is free with a $100 purchase. You get your name on my board twice, so you get another chance at winning more stuff. And it is the berry. I think I'd have to pick Berry Blessings as my favorite sale-a-bration item. Okay, are you guys doing good? If you want to color this image in, you can. I have another card here that shows you that. So when it comes to stamping the outside of the card, it's always fun to decorate the inside. Here's another one. This is the March monthly class that's coming up next month. I think it's live on March 18th. So you see how the do shark is here. Then here are the baby sharks on the inside. And then I've got the strawberries on the outside. Oh, strawberries are, oh, there they are. They're on the inside. And then little lammy here. And then or bunny on the inside. So I always love decorating the insides of my cards to match. So last but not least, guys, it sounds like you guys are getting good. So we are gonna go on to clue number 10, and then we're gonna do the live drawing for the sale-a-bration board. All right. Oh, you guys, we might have missed writing it, but you definitely now glue your inside in. You know that, oh, hang on. Ha! Glue that in now. You got to see my head there. Glue that side in. All right. And then embellish and Stella to your heart's content. If you don't know what Stella is, she is a glitter pen and she adds glitter to your cards, and it's fun to decorate with Stella. Some embellishments that you could use, like anything, pearls, black dots, little hearts, rhinestones. You know, the sky's the limit with embellishing. It's always fun to put any kind of embellishments on the outside of your card. So there's some opal rounds or opal pearls that are really pretty right now too to put on there. So I hope I didn't give away the cart with the horse on putting my papers together, but at the end, that's what you should look like for yours. So now what's next? Okay, we want to see your creations. Everybody loves Stella. I do too. So it's time to share. So when you're done, okay, so that's the graphic that you're going to look for. And this is always a little bit confusing for people about where to find post. But there's one place to post in Facebook, and that is in the event for tonight. Right now, we're in a current event, not like when you were in social studies and you had to go over current events, but right now we're in the present, and the event shows up as a current event. After class, it will be moved to past events. So you go to the Cards by Christine business page, which is exactly where you are right now, and you have to go to events. And once you go to events, you have to scroll till you get to this mystery card night. And in the discussion, Kelly is going to do it. If she hasn't done it already, she's going to do it very fast. She's going to post this graphic. And it's going to say here, post a photo of your creation in the comments for a chance to win a prize. And how we do it is, oh, you're very welcome, Yolanda. How we do it is, it's based on how many people share cards, not how many times you share cards. So what we generally do is for every 20 to 25 people that share their cards that you created, and you guys create multiples. The more the merry, the more cards that you make, you can share them all. But what we do is we put your name into the drawing once, and Kelly starts keeping track. If you post your pictures anywhere else, we might not catch them. So they need to go into this post, and Kelly keeps track. And what do we want to do? Thursday or Saturday? You guys, I'm going to ask you right now, and I'm going to watch for the comments to come through. I can do a lot when I do a live on Thursday. Oh, you guys, Thursday, paper pumpkin. Do you need a paper pumpkin? I have 3 extra that are unaccounted for. It's called Bouquet of Hope, and I ended up with 3 extra. And so Thursday night, I'm going to be live putting the paper pumpkin together and doing alternative version. And I can give away the prizes Thursday or Saturday or Sunday. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I see Thursday. Thursday. Okay, sounds like Thursday, guys. I'm seeing like 3 people, 4 people. Okay, Thursday. Perfect. Okay. So you guys have tonight, Tuesday, Wednesday at midnight. Cut off at Wednesday. So what Kelly will do is a Wednesday before she goes to bed. Oh, I know, Jean, all of my paper pumpkins arrived today too. I think it's unanimous. It's Thursday. So on Wednesday night by midnight or before Kelly goes to bed, she's going to email me a list of everybody, and I do 1 prize for every 20 to 25 people. So if we have about 75 people that share cards, then I do about 4 prizes. And then I'll also probably give away for people who randomly liked, shared, or commented throughout the video. So I think you guys won. Sorry, Millie. You're the only one that said Saturday. So, okay. So Thursday night, we're going to do that live. If you guys have any questions about where to post, you can ask in the group, but just look for it first in the events section of the Cards by Christine page. All right. So, okay. The other thing too, before I do the drawing, is I wanted to remind you guys that it is almost the end of sale-a-bration. And this is the insert is the make and take for the sale-a-bration celebration that you get invited to with once you place $150 in orders since January 4th. So some of you are really close. I think that I just did the sales this weekend, and there are about 14 more people that would qualify for this free event if they placed $50 or so in orders. And if you're wondering if you're one of them, let me know. I'll tell you. But I also am going to reach out to everybody too. But that is live March 11th. And a bunch of you are watching, are already signed up for that class. And I've sent your make and take to you with your either sale-a-bration Hoorah cards, or you'll be getting them with your ice cream card. So some of you are very close to getting that, but I will be putting that together live with you on March 11th. And for those people that earned a spot, we're also going to be playing lucky numbers, and I need to get your numbers from you, and I'll be giving away prizes to those people who earned a spot as well. So, all right. Yay! So yeah, Danny, I think you got your shadow box ordered, so that's good. So the shadow box isn't included. So everybody who is not local, I think you guys have been going out and figuring out where to get your shot. It's just a 9x9 shadow box from Michael's. So okay, Pam had fun. Okay, the next two, also the next mystery card night. You guys, I redid my schedule. So if anybody needs this, I'm going to be putting it out on my website tonight. The next mystery night is March 29th. It's a Monday night. So if you need that printout, you can get it off my website or send me an email and I can send you an electronic copy as well. So Mo got her package today and the paper pumpkin. I love it. So, okay. All right, I babbled enough. So you guys want to know who wins? All right, so we're going to do numbers and we're going to announce the winners of these things. So again, Anna Hedrick had these extra and she wanted me to share them with somebody who will find a good home for them. So I'm going to announce these first. So drum roll. Okay, winner dinner, chicken dinner of the punch party goes to Angela Knutson. You are the lucky winner of the punch party. I looked at punch party. What I did is looked at people who have placed orders recently and did a drawing, and a few of you have won this already. So Angela, you're the next person to win this. So yay! Oh, Deb, you got yours already too. Wow, that's awesome. So Angela, you're coming to pick up some stuff I think on Wednesday. So I'll have that on your pile. Okay, drum roll. Thoughtful blooms. Now, if the winner has this already, she can decline and I'll pick somebody else. But if she doesn't have it, then I will be sending this to her as well. Winner chicken dinner is, oops, not under there, Kay Warren. So Kay, you were one of about 30 people who shared on Share It Sunday. Have you guys been seeing the stuff that you guys have been sharing on the Share It Sunday? Wow, like the cards are amazing. The 3D box things are amazing. Faye, that step thing, oh my gosh. I look at it and I think, yeah, I don't have 6 hours to spend on a card. Somebody can make that for me though. Oh my gosh. So such beautiful things. And so Kelly said to me last week, there were like 30 people who shared. Do you want to give a prize? And we're like, yup. So, okay. Congratulations to Kay Warren. You are the lucky winner of that prize. And, all right, we're going to do, so Kay, that you just commented, wearer, your name is very close to Kay Warren. So I want to make sure that you know it's Kay Warren, Warren. She's the one who shared it, that won that prize. So I hope I didn't confuse you with that, saying the name. Your last names are so similar. And when you see them come through the comments, I have to make sure I look at the letters correctly. So, all right, guys, I've been shuffling these here. So okay, all 25 numbers are in this bag. Lots of names on the board. And this is going to be the lucky winner right here. Okay. Oh my gosh. I just love seeing number 1. Okay. I'm going to tell you number 1, but it's so funny. A lot of people never pick 1 or 25. The first numbers to fill up on the board are always between 10 and 20. It's so crazy. And somebody has won on number 1 in the past too. So number 1. All right, Jean Maxwell. Oh my gosh, Jean, you're number 1. It's so funny because you placed your order, I think, on Saturday. And you got a couple numbers on the board, but nobody had picked 1. So you got number 1. It's so funny because nobody picks 25 either. So Stacy, you were the last one with 25. And I'm so excited that number 1 won. I'm excited when anybody wins, but Jean Maxwell, you get a $25 gift certificate from me. And how it works, Danny just cashed hers in. Danny, you were board winner number something, and she just cashed it in today. So how it works when you don't live local and you win a gift certificate from me is it's off of a future order. So Danny just placed her online order today, and I will be either PayPaling, Venmoing, Zelling, or even put cash in with her kits when I send them. But basically, I'll give you $25 back after you place your next order. So exciting. Congratulations to you, Jean. It's always fun winning free stuff, right? So, okay. Oh, I think I need to come up for air, guys. I think we did good. So Thursday night, we'll be live at 6 p.m. Central for Paper Pumpkin Night, and that will be it. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your week until I see you Thursday night, and lots of sunshine and love and hugs to you. If you ever need anything, just reach out. If you have any questions with it becoming the end of sale-a-bration about signing up or anything, just reach out to me and I'd love to help you. All right, until then, love you guys. Bye.